Mr. Leopard.
Today is a beautiful day, and we know that this is the day that the Lord has made. And we will be glad and rejoicing. And we rejoice because God is good, because He has loved us with an everlasting love. And as Brother Archie was saying this morning, that has brought about a bond that is unlike any other bond. The bond of the love of the children of God and of the body of Christ. We thank God for giving us that, and that we can enjoy that Chinanteco. And that place has a very special significance because on my dad's first tour in Mexico in 1956. One of the areas he visited was Vega del Sol. Of course, back then it was a 10 to 12 hour drive. You'll be going by there today. So it's a very different Mexico, health-wise, and God spoke to my dad's heart through that place and through that people, and that is pretty much where God sealed in my dad's heart that Mexico was where he was supposed to serve in some capacity from then on, and also MITC would be formalized in its establishment through that vision and call, and now what God has done through these many years, over 60 years. So in a small village in the middle of the state of Oaxaca, a believer from Louisiana, well, actually from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but transplanted to Shreveport, Louisiana, was called by God to service, even though it would be still some 15 years before we were able to come down full-time as a family and leave the United States. Just like you, that was the first exposure to indigenous mission outreach. And so Vega del Sol would become a very, very special place. The oldest church work of all the MITC outreach is at Vega del Sol. Brother Geronimo and his wife were the first Christian couple to get married in the village. Nobody had ever seen a Christian wedding before. The church there has gone through many different situations, including times of opposition back in the 70s, when communism was very strong here in Mexico. In the area close to there was a Nicaraguan and Cuban guerrilla training base, and was recruiting people. But the main obstacle to government overthrow in that area was the Christian faith. And particularly our brother who's here today stood up against that movement, risking his life literally to stop what he felt was offensive to God and to country. And but God blessed him and established him, and he's been a dear friend and servant for many, many years. And it's right in the middle of, it's a very beautiful place, very tropical, very picturesque, has two fantastic springs. So that's just part of the story. I could tell you many stories about Big Lake Soil.